Good morning and welcome back. What a crazy day I had yesterday. So the weekend was like incredible as well. So I had like a lot of sales. So I'm not going to worry about like doing all of them. So I'm just going to concentrate on yesterday, but £1,000 worth of sales. I'm gonna show you what I picked up yesterday. I think it's 32 items, so still like a real good amount. But I'm gonna try and whiz through those as quickly as I possibly can. Now, if you stick to later on in the video, I will try and give you a little bit of an update of why I think I actually got that £1,000 worth of sales, and also I will go into a little bit of detail of what that £1,000 physically looks like when it comes to profit. So yeah, as I say, stick with me, and I will give you all the lowdown. Right, we're at the garage now, so we're going to do the picking and packing. As you can see, I've pre-done all my labels, so we're ready to go. So I'm going to just get through this now. First one, which is a ping jumper, 15086 ping jumper. All right, that's done. Next, we've got an Aquascutum jacket, 12143. Aquascutum, really great brand. This one, I'm a big fan of this one. Sells consistently well for me. Next, we have after that a vintage jacket. So this is by St Michael's or Marks and Spencer's. 12299. It's there, all ready to go. Going to go into a slightly bigger bag, this one, so it's going to go into the purple bag. So these are very much my lower value stuff, just because they've been in the store a long time. So time to move them on, time to get them gone. After that one, we've got a hoodie by Adidas, 12733. So let's see, it's got the trefoil on there as well. Right, we will get some higher value stuff, but the important thing is to know that I do sell high value stuff. I also sell low value stuff as well, and I work on averages, so I'm trying to just clear as much stuff as quickly as I possibly can, and it all evens itself out. So overall, the profit margin should be pretty good. So next we've got some Tommy Bahama shorts, 12857. Some nice check Tommy Bahama shorts. So making sure that I put a thank you card in every one. So Tommy Bahama do really well when it comes to their shirts, and so the more, dare I say, wacky the shirts are, and the more better quality material. So for example, linen and silk, they do better than the cotton ones. Right, then we've got a jumper by Galvin Green, 13143. Right, so this is the logo you're looking for, Galvin Green. So Galvin Green, they're a golf clothing manufacturer, and they do really well. I do like picking up Galvin Green, I have to say. Right, after that we've got a Benetton coat. So this one is a children's one. So I don't like picking up children's clothing, but on the occasion, 13249. All right, so that's the logo for Benetton. And I got this, I remember I picked this up from a boot sale, and I think off the top of my head, I think I paid 50p for it. So it was incredibly cheap. So it was £50, but it definitely wasn't that expensive. But it also hasn't sold particularly quickly either. So in the future, would I pick this up again? Probably not. Right, after that, we've got a gilet by Rohan. So 13860. Just there. You can probably see that the way that I've got my storage set up, it's in a sequential order. So in other words, I should theoretically be able to just go to the number, my stock number, which I've actually put on the back of my card, the label, sorry, and I should be able to just find it nice and quickly. Definitely all about efficiency and trying to get this done as quickly as possible. I don't want to be spending all day doing this. I've got loads more to do. Right, next we've got a pair of Dr. Martens. They're in the other garage. I'll put them to one side. Some another pair of trainers. Right, and then we got a toy. This is a plush, a Disney Eeyore 1370. Right, I thought this would do a lot better. It really hasn't. I think the main reason this has actually gone now is it's a Halloween version. So we're coming up to like obviously October soon, so this will thing. But yeah, I just wanted to get rid of it now. So the nice thing is I can store it the same as everything else. I can send it exactly the same, so I don't need to like find a box or anything. Go straight into a bag. The next one though, which is at the other garage, is a bit of a pain in the backside, which I've spoken about this on like numerous occasions about like kind of specialising and not going into something else that you're not really like kind of like set up for. Next, I've got some Nerf guns to actually pack up, which they're at the other garage, so I will do that when we go over there. But that probably will mean I need to like find a box and some bubble wrap and. Right, next we've got a pair of jeans by Levi's, 1-4. These are the 511s. Yeah. So my sales for yesterday were incredible, and I'll try and go into a little bit more once I've like finished this, why I think they were so good yesterday. But the whole weekend was like incredibly strong as well. It was nice to know that I can still have some good sales and get out and about. So I went to the Essex meetup that Karim Fuzzy Feet Footwear actually organised. I had such a good time. I really enjoyed it. It was lovely to meet lots of kind of different resellers and just interacting with people I've not actually spoken to before. So if I did speak to you, it was lovely. If I didn't, like honestly, like there just wasn't enough time to actually do everything.
Are you vlogging again? He's always vlogging. Say hi to Abs.
Hi, Abs.
Abs.
Right, so we are now at Shake Shack. Gonna get some burgers before we hit the bar. How's your burger?
Funny with me. Oh.
How's your burger?
Whoa. I haven't eaten it yet.
Right, next we've got a Gant shirt, 14703. Right, it's the Gant shirt. Right, after that we've got a puffer jacket by Uniqlo, 14764. Nice little brand, this one. So Uniqlo as a brand is pretty, I'd say, mid-range. It's nothing like particularly well, but some of the things like kind of the down jackets, the lightweight jackets, they seem to do like kind of pretty well actually. So if you can buy them cheap enough, and I rarely like pay more than a couple of pounds for them, £2-3, they seem to do like pretty well. Right, next we've got a vintage jacket. This is by Burton, so as in Burton the menswear, but this is, I think, potentially 1960s, so it's like it's old. 14831. Yeah. Right, so this is pre-packed already. We've got just on here, so the Burton, like as in like the high street Burton, traditionally that's not a great brand to pick up. However, like if it's a vintage, it's an older piece, there is still that desirability. Right, then we got a jumper by All Saints 14904. Right, got some lightning strikes, looks like, on that one. All Saints, I find that it's a little bit hit and miss. Sometimes it's really good, other times it's kind of like you have to be like really careful. I do think I've sold a All Saints leather jacket as well, which was, I think, like nearly £90 for that one. So that was like incredibly good. This one, yeah, not so good. But it'll do. All right, then we got a jacket by Berghaus 14959. Right. Berghaus just there. Definitely like coming up for the season of clothing, which is going to be the outdoors, and because we've got the inclement weather now. So if you can pick things like this up, it's definitely like the time to actually get it listed. Alright, after that we've got a mint velvet jumper 15037. I think off the top of my head this is like a cashmere or a cashmere blend. Super soft. Now all these ones have like not been in my store for very long, so these are like pretty much kind of like your quick sell through ones. Alright, then we got some joggers by Nike 15108. Right, these, I think off the top of my head, these are what I'll class as the tech fleece. I know I bought a load of like these joggers like the other day, and I think I'd like them to pay 50 pence for them. So really good like value. All right, then we got a t-shirt by Tommy. All right, Tom Hilfiger. Making sure that I don't get everything wet, because it's absolutely chucking it down the rain now. Very low value this stuff, but I do have the ability to like buy stuff very cheaply as well, and I think something like that would like cost me no more than 5 pence. So I'm happy to like do that. Right, then we got a Ralph Lauren, I think it's a polo shirt, this one, small pony polo shirt. Not a huge amount of value, 15158. As a small pony, there's nothing particularly interesting about it. It is an extra large, which I suppose has that in its favour. But realistically, nothing really going for it, this one. Is it worth even picking them up? Depends. If you can pick them up like cheap enough, then maybe. Right, then we got some jeans by Echo Unlimited. Quite liking this brand actually. I've picked up a couple of bits recently on these ones. Some more vintage, these ones, 15165. Very cool detailing, lots of like kind of embroidery, and that's the logo just on there as well. This one I think was the one I took an offer on last night. This was the one that actually pushed me over the £1,000, and it actually came in I think it was 3 minutes before midnight. So I was that close. I honestly didn't think I was actually going to do it. I needed like £30 just under to actually hit my £1,000 for the day. But thankfully it came in, and I probably like took a little bit of a bigger discount on it, but I wanted that £1,000. 15198. These are some Gellert rain trousers. Couldn't see it for looking. Right, that's that one just there. Just a fairly standard like pair of rain trousers. So you might notice that like a lot of this stuff like is kind of like fairly bread and butter, not high value, but if I can buy it at the right cost, so if I can bring the cost right down, and there is still a margin to be made, it outweighs it with some of the other stuff that is the higher value. So if I'm selling some higher items, it will work out like kind of like overall like the costing. But you've got to keep like kind of pushing all the other stuff. You've got to keep pushing like the stuff that's going to sell. pair of jeans, 15363. 363. Right, these are brand new actually. I think these were part of the TK Maxx bundle. So if you didn't watch that, okay, I'll put a link somewhere. Yeah, so I picked those up. Trying to think what I actually paid for. I don't think it was a lot, maybe £5-6. But yeah, do check out the video. Quite an interesting one, that one. Right, then we got a jacket by North Face. 15364. Alright, North Face, as I say, we're coming to that season, so we need like kind of like it's important to have stuff in your store that is going to sell at the time of year that you need it to sell. I don't buy seasonally, so I will still buy shorts and t-shirts and that side of it, but you'd still need to make sure that you've got like the majority is like it's going to be ready to actually sell. Alright, we've got a jacket by Ping, 15383. Right, so it's the Ping. Again, another like nice golfing brand. Not quite to the level of from like Galvin Green, but still, right, nice pickup. Right, then we got a Polar Bear t-shirt, 15397. So that's what you're looking for in the Polo Bear, and that's the new tag for the thing. So you get the vintage tags. They have re-released the actual Ralph Lauren, Polo Ralph Lauren tag to like make it look like it's the old style one, but you can normally tell what one's an old one, what one's a new one. Right, and then we got another Peter Millar jumper. It's a quarter zip or half zip, something like that. At 15414. Peter Millar. So this actually that still goes, if the brand is strong enough, you can still sell it even if it's not really in season. So we're coming out of golf season now, but I'm still selling them. Hence why I don't actually save stuff for summer or save stuff for winter. I will just get it listed no matter what it is. Alright, then we've got some shorts by Berghaus, 15428. So these are the Berghaus ones, and they're actually I think these ones like, got a nice spell out, so a big logo down the side. Right, and then the last couple in this garage. The next one is an absolute banger. Right, I've even put this into a box, okay, and you can probably tell that I very rarely actually put anything into boxes unless it's actually, so this is a jacket, okay. Now if you follow me on Instagram, again I go by the Gentleman Marketeer, you can actually see what so I picked this jacket up. It's actually by a brand called CC Filson, Filson, and I paid £25 for this jacket, which is normally a lot more than I would normally pay for anything, but I'd heard about it. I've never picked up this brand before. It's not something that's like particularly on my radar because traditionally this like sells a lot better over in America. But I saw it and thought, do you know what, it looks really nice. Maybe I will actually like take a punt on this one. Didn't do any research on it because it was like a bit too busy. So I actually like thought to myself, right, okay, like hopefully this will be 80 to 100, maybe a little bit more. But when I got home, okay, and done some more research on it, yeah, it was like amazing. The sell-through is like really good. They've been sold for in excess of 300, 400, some of them. So I'm again all about like selling it quickly, turning over my store as quickly as possible. so I done the research, and this jacket was actually new with tags, and again I didn't realise that at the time, but I paid £25, looked at some soles, thought right, okay, like let's put it up for £299, see how the kind of like the lay of the land is. Within 10 minutes I had an offer of £250 for it from a UK address as well. And you know what, okay, I'm no fool. I wanted to actually make sure that I've got it gone nice and quickly. So that is what I done. So I accepted it. So 10 minutes it had been listed for. They offered me £250 and paid straight away. So for me, a crazy brand, really, really good. On this one, I've actually, I'm sending it with Royal Mail as well. So I'm going Royal Mail special delivery. So this will actually get to them tomorrow before 1 o'clock. And it also has £750 insurance on it as well. So that is like incredible. So even for me, I think that's like, it's a great sale. And again, that goes back to like the whole, what I was saying about like, yes, I sell like lower value stuff, but I also sell higher value, which is going to hopefully bring it all back together again. Right, the last one I've got here, and again, it's another really nice sale. This is actually from the pickup. So if you saw my last video, these were they actually in it? Can't remember if I physically showed you, but I did actually show you like me picking these ones up. So this is a pair of Musto trousers. So these are classed as like, so that's it. So these are tweed trousers, very much country style, and they are by, I think they're the Musto Extreme or something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head. But again, these sold like super in literally a couple of hours. And yeah, like good return on it as well. Paid up again on these ones, but again, more than happy with the return on it. So yeah, definitely. And keyword for that one, which is breeks, B-R-E-E-K-S, and the other one, which is +4s. So that means that they're kind of like pedal pushers, 3/4 length trousers, do incredibly well. Right, that's it for everything here. That's all the orders from yesterday, apart from a couple, which is some Nerf guns and a couple of shoes. So I'll go and pick those up in a second. But now what I've got to do is pick all the other orders that have actually gone over the weekend. So I've got another like I think 35 orders on top of it. So I've got to do that now. But I won't put you through that one. Right, back at the other garage, so just got a couple of bits to pick up. The first one, this has already been pre-packed. I have sold this once already. It's been returned, which is a bit hateful, and it did hurt a little bit, I have to say. But it was a Bowls umpires kit. I'll try and link the video that I actually picked it up on, so you can see like what I picked it up for. But I think it was like £15, so still great margin. So that is, let's say, already packed up, all ready to go. So just need to put a label on this one. That I don't mind doing. I can cope with that. Right, next one, which is a Nerf gun bundle, 14483. Right, and that's the bundle. And now I've got a box for it. Right, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn this into a little bit of a Franken box. Just wrap this up in some bubble wrap and then just just do that. This is why I don't like selling things that are not in my niche. I've now forgotten my tape and my pallet wrap as well, so I'm gonna have to go and get that. So yeah. Don't do it, kids. Right, back to a little bit of normality now. So I've got a pair of trainers, 14197. Right, so these are actually a pair of Adidas, and they're the Adidas Campus. So you can actually see just on there, they've got like this leopard print lining. Quite cool. Good return on that one. And then we've got a pair of DMs, 14112. Dr. Martens. These are like more shoes than anything else. Right, so that's all done. Now I'm going to like drop these all off. I have no idea what kind of reception I'm going to get. Hopefully it's going to be a positive one, but it is Monday, and yeah, normally does get busy. Right, so you've made it this far. Thank you very much. And as promised, I was going to like talk a little bit about why I think I got to that £1,000. I do think there's a couple of factors. First being the end of the month, so it is so close to, if not the payday weekend. I definitely think that has a bearing on it. People will have just been paid, so they think that they might be able to like treat themselves. So that's one kind of like factor. I think the other factor is to do with a promotion that eBay has been running. So they've actually like had a coupon for certain sellers. So I was lucky enough to be part of that. So you had to sign up, and what they done was they actually do a coupon called Layer Up 20. So they do 20% off for the customer. But they also like drive the traffic. They try to get as many people to your store, as many eyeballs on there. And if you've got good quality stock at a good reasonable price, hopefully they will actually buy it. And that definitely seemed to be like kind of like the reasoning behind it. So I just double checked to like make sure that I was definitely on there. So yeah, my name is on there. I'll try and like put a little link up on there as well so you can see it. But yeah, that's kind of the factors why I think I had such a phenomenal weekend. So not just yesterday, because the rest of the week was like equally as good, not quite as the £1,000, but still very, very good. So how does that work out when it comes to like profit? Because there's a lot of people who will look at this and actually go like, well, £1,000, like kind of like, are you actually making that much money out of it? So let me quickly show you what I mean by kind of like what my costs are and like how much I physically make out of that £1,000. Okay, let's break down what I physically have to pay and what profit margins I actually work on if I actually sell £1,000. So I've actually like kind of written it down just so I can remind myself. I'll try and like kind of flash up some bits on here as well. So my overall sales, which was £1,000. My eBay fees, so that's what eBay takes for me to like kind of list on the platform, is £167.68. So that's like the physical, like they're the bits that get taken away straight away. I have no like control over those. So that gives me a net sale. So after the eBay fees have been taken, that gives me £832.97. So my cost of goods, so I've been tracking this for the past 6 months, and I'm currently like running at £4 per item. So if we put in 32 items, which I sold, that works out £128 cost of goods. Then I've got to post it. So I need to deduct the postage off of all those fees. So it comes to £78.40 for the 32 items. And that's unfortunately not where it kind of ends, because I've still got to like, at some point, I need to put some money aside for my taxes. So if I put my personal tax, I'm got a limited company, so I pay a little bit less tax, but still it's £60.32 for my tax. But I also pay VAT as well. So anything over the £90,000 in a year, you have to then pay VAT every quarter. So that's another £65 on top of it. So that gives me a total profit for that 32 items of £501.21. If you break that down into like an average over those 32 items, it comes in at £15.66. So that, for me personally, is exactly where I want to be. I want to be like around about the £15 mark on all my items. Some are higher, some are lower, but again, that gives me like an ideal profit margin. So £15.66 for over 32, so just over £500 profit for a day. Thank you very much. Be lovely if that happens every day. It definitely doesn't. So I do think this is actually a bit of an anomaly, but hopefully this has been helpful. Hopefully, like, you understand a little bit more about once kind of your eBay business does kind of like grow a little bit more. So the margins are, for me, very good. I'm really pleased with that. But there are some bits you do need to be aware of. So you've got to make sure that you've got money for the tax man, because you don't want to be owing money to the tax man, without a doubt. Right, that's it. I'm going to leave the video there. Hopefully that's been enjoyable. Hopefully you've got something out of it. Hopefully, like everyone else, is doing really, really well. But thank you. I really do appreciate it. And until the next one,